Hello and welcome back to the Pro AV Technology podcast. My name is Marius, and today I'll be going through part 2 of video systems in Pro AV. The first article we went through projection technology and obviously different projection screens, but today we'll go through CRT, LCD, 3LCD, DLP, LCOS, LED, laser, obviously laser projectors, and obviously the differences between lumens and ANSI ones. So without any further ado, I'll just go to the actual article. You can find the article and you can read through it at your leisure on my blog, which is proavindustrytech77.blogspot.com. So, projection technology. In the first article, part 1, we briefly discussed CRT projectors, but in this article I'll go through in depth into the different types of projectors that we find in the Pro AV industry. So CRT projectors is a video projector that uses a small high brightness cathode ray tube and the image generating element. The image is then focused and enlarged onto a screen using a lens kept in front of the CRT face. So CRT projectors essentially have 3 separate cathode ray tubes, each projecting or producing a different color, and in this case obviously the 3 primary colors, which is blue, red and green. Like I said, I used to set these up when I started in AV, and it's quite a nightmare to set these up if you don't know what you're doing. So because it takes quite a long time to converge the 3 colors onto a grid, which then will produce white, because obviously red, green and blue, when you converge them onto a grid, will give you white. These were brilliant for video projection, and the images were really crisp and clear, depending obviously the type of source that you were using. So those are CRT projectors. LCD projectors, like I said, these, I went through it a little bit in the previous article, but these sort of originated sort of the late 1960s, and they used a liquid crystal display to generate a video image. So LCDs have obviously come a long way since the 1960s. Obviously, as polarized light passes through the panels, as a combination of polarized LCD panels and analyzer, individual pixels can be opened to allow light to pass or closed to the block light. The combination of open and closed pixels can produce a wide range of colors and shades in the projected image. These typically use metal halide lamps to produce light that then obviously passes through to the actual LCD panel. A little bit further on, 3 LCD panels were produced, and the reason for this is obviously that you could get your 3 separate LCD panels, like with CRT, that had your 3 primary colors, which is obviously red, green and blue. So today they're still in use. 3 LCD projectors, for instance, this Epson projector here. A little bit later on, DLP technology started making an appearance, and DLP technology was invented by Dr. Larry Hornbeck of Texas Instruments in 1987. So it's probably the most sophisticated light switch DLP. It contains a rectangular array of up to 2 million hinge-mounted microscopic mirrors, each of these micro mirrors measuring less than 1/5 of a human head. So DLP really is enhanced image quality with regards to LCD. So when a DLP chip is coordinated with a digital video or graphic signal, a light source and a projection lens, it can reflect a digital image onto a screen or other source. The DLP chip and the sophisticated electronics that surround it are what we call DLP technology. So this is the quick image of a single chip DLP projector, how that works. The differences between a 1-chip and a 3-chip LED system, there's differences is obviously that the major advantage with a 3-chip LED is that it eliminates the color wheel, because since the use of 1-chip LEDs, people always used to complain about the rainbow effect that it developed. So the 3 chips represent each color, like I mentioned previously, red, green and blue, and it eliminates the rainbow effect, as I just mentioned. but the cost is obviously significantly much more than a single chip. So the 3 chips DLP systems have been really good. LCOS system. So LCOS is liquid crystal on silicon. It's a type of digital image processing chip that is able to produce projection images that are superior, are far more superior to both LCD and DLP images. But the problem is that LCOS projectors are way more expensive than either LCD or DLP projectors. The image quality is really good. Then a little bit later on, LED projectors started making an appearance, and it uses a light emitting diode as a light source, but it makes use of either DLP or LCOS or LCD technology. It's just the light source obviously that has changed. Then we move on to laser projectors. So laser diode video projectors have been developed by Microvision and AXA Technologies. Microvision projectors uses Microvision's patented MEMS laser beam steering technology, whereas AXA Technologies uses laser diodes and LCOS. Laser projectors nowadays are more commonly available and used predominantly within the AV industry because the image quality is really sharp, and obviously you don't really have to worry about changing out lamps every so many couple of hours because the beam itself can last for 20,000 hours compared to 1,000 or 2,000 hours for a lamp. So laser projectors have definitely come a long way, and nowadays is the preferred projection type for professional use. So here's an example here of a very good brand 4K resolution laser projector. Right, so lumens versus anti-lumens. So what is a lumen? A lumen is a measure of the amount of visible light emitted by a light source. Lumens are important to understand and evaluate when choosing a portable projector. The higher the device's lumen measure is, the brighter the projected screen output will be. So, cool, that's fine. That's lumens. So what is ANSI lumens? So ANSI is the American National Standard Institute, which was founded in 1918, which is a non-profit organization that works with the US Voluntary Standards and Conformity Assessment System. This organization works to create standards for efficient and accurate industry measures. So a lot of projectors and a lot of projector manufacturers have actually used ANSI lumens as a measurement for their projection systems. So yeah, it is one of the preferred methods obviously for measuring how bright the projector is. So yeah, with that, a quick recap. So what have you learned in this article? Since the CRT projector, projection technology has improved immensely over the past 50 years. Selecting the correct video projector for your project depends on several factors such as cost, maintenance, the environment where the video projector will be used. DLP, LCD, LED, and laser diode projectors are the most common types of projection technology used today and can vary in cost. Laser diode projectors present the best image available from a projector and is mainly used in the rental or integration markets and make use of the most common projection technologies, including single and 3-chip DLP, LCD, and LCOS video systems. So with that, the next article we will discuss video projection mapping. It's quite an extensive article and I actually look forward to going through that with you. So again, thank you very much for viewing my video. If there's any questions, please feel to reach out to me either on my blog or on social media. You can find my blog articles, like I mentioned before, at proindustrytech77.blogspot.com. With that, thank you very much, and I really appreciate it all, and I will see you on the next one.